create new manufacturing order. And again, I'm going to select a finished product. Once I selected the finished product here, and also once I selected the bill of material here in this field, the system is going to automatically fills in the rest of the tabs for us. Okay, it will pull all the required details, the materials required, the operations required, and also if there are any byproducts and so on. Okay, let's focus more this example on the operations here. And we explained before that the system will create separate work order for each operation. And this separate work order will contain the operation name, the work center, and also the quantity to be produced from this finished product. And the most important point in this example is the expected duration. This expected duration or the planned duration for this operation. Okay. You may notice that we entered this number before. Okay, if you remember, when we configured this bill of material, let's check the bill of material. I can use actually this tab. No. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this one. Now, if we check here the bill of material that we configured before, and here under the operations, here in the cutting operation, we configured this operation for 60 minutes. Okay, here the duration computation, we selected that it is fixed. We're going to use the fixed type, the fixed option, okay, to calculate or compute the duration, the expected duration for this cutting operation. And we entered at that time that we expect that this operation will take 60 minutes. Okay, so the total duration is 105 minutes. Okay, because this total duration actually includes two parts. Part related to the time required for the work center itself. If you remember, in the work center, we configured two types of times, the setup time and the cleanup time. And I think we configured the cleanup time for about 15 minutes and the setup time for about 30 minutes, something like that. So the total for the work center, the total time required for the work center is about 45 minutes. Adding to it the 60 minutes that are required for completing this operation itself, the total will be 105 minutes. Okay, that's very clear. And that's actually what's showing here in the operations, in the manufacturing order. The expected duration is 105 minutes. Okay, great. But what if we changed here these settings, the default duration? What if I selected the computed, which means that I want the system to compute the expected duration for this operation based on the average of previous work orders. When I selected this option, now the system is showing that, okay, please enter the number of work orders that you want to use to calculate the average duration for this for this operation. Okay, I'm going to select, okay, I'm going to leave it as it is, 20 work orders. Now, if you notice here, the total duration changed. Now it's showing 89 and 55, 89 minutes and 55 seconds. And we know that 45 of them is related to the work center. The rest, which will be about 44 minutes, is related to the default duration, the expected duration now for this operation, as calculated for the previous 20 work orders. Okay, now I'm going to save this. And here also in the bill of material, now it's showing here in front of the operation that the default or the expected duration for this operation is 45 minutes. Okay, great. I'm going to save this now. And if we go back again to our manufacturing order, in order to reflect these changes in this manufacturing order, I'm going to refresh the manufacturing order now. And okay, the system now recognizes that there is some changes in the bill of materials. So it's showing here this link. It's asking you if you would like to update the bill of material used in this manufacturing order to reflect the new changes or just use the old settings. I'm going to click here the update bill of material. When I clicked this link, now the computed duration, the default duration computed is going to show here the 89 and 55 seconds. That's great. Let's go back again to the bill of material, and this time In the cutting operation, again, I'm going to change the number of work orders. I'm going to, like, for example, use only last work order. The last work order. Use the duration for this operation in the last work order at the default duration. Okay, great. I'm going to save. Didn't change because I need to save it first. When I save this one, now it's showing that yes, the duration for this operation in the last work order is only 10 seconds. Okay, we can check this, by the way. Okay, let's check it here in the operations manufacturing orders. I need to show all the manufacturing orders. Here are all the manufacturing orders created. I think the last one was this one. Yes, warehouse number 2. If we check this one here, we'll find that the work orders tab, the cutting operations, yes, it took exactly 10 seconds. Okay, and if we now go back again to the new manufacturing order and again refresh this one, and again click the updated bill of material, please. Now the work orders, the cutting operation is showing the last calculated expected duration. If when I click here the update bill of material, it will show the new calculated number, which is 10 seconds for the operation and the 45 minutes for the work center. Please do not forget that this duration also includes the 45 minutes required for the work center. Okay, great. What else we can do now? What else we can do now? Let's change this again. No, not this one. The bill of material. Okay. And in the operations tab here, I'm going to change again this one to, for example, on the last 2 work orders. Now when I click save, and again save this bill of material settings, we'll find now that the expected duration is 66. Yes, that's correct actually, because I think that the last manufacturing order, the duration for this operation was 10 seconds, but the one before the last, I think the duration was about 2 hours or something like this. Let's check it again here in the manufacturing orders. Again, to show all the manufacturing orders. Here is the last one, okay? The duration was 10 seconds in this one. And here is the one before the last one. And the duration in this manufacturing order for the cutting operation, it took 133 minutes. Okay, so if you add this 133 minutes and 13 seconds to the 10 seconds for the last one, the total will be 133 and 23 seconds. If we divided this number by 2, you will find that the average duration for this operation will be, yes, 66.42. Okay, which is the result of dividing 133 by 2. Great. And again, if you refresh again the manufacturing order here and click the update bill of material, the new duration will be displayed here, the 66 plus the 45 for the work center. I think it's clear now how these settings, the default duration, the 2 options for calculating the default duration, how this setting affect the calculation of the expected duration in the manufacturing order. By the way, this point might be very important. Actually, it has 2 purposes. Purpose number 1, to calculate the expected duration, and then at the end of some production orders, at the end of specific period, you're going to compare the expected durations versus the actual duration. This comparison actually can give you a lot of insights, a lot of analysis. Okay, you may find that you need to improve something in the production process because the actual duration is a whole lot far from the expected duration. Okay, so it will give you a lot of insights. And the second purpose also for this expected duration, that it will be used by the system if you want to use the automatic scheduling function for the system. If you want the system to automatically schedule our manufacturing orders for the work centers, which is something that we're going to check this in the coming sessions. Okay, so please keep in mind that this number, the expected duration, might be very important. We have to be very cautious when defining this expected duration. Okay, Thank you, and let's move on to another point.